you also have a nickname called Mad Dog. Now, I've seen a lot of your interviews. You have explained it, but I would request you to please indulge me and explain to our audience how you got this very unique nickname and how it sort of plays into the start of your career.
Well, I was living in France, and every morning I would go long distance running in the big park there, the Bois de Boulogne. And one morning I was running and I passed a German Shepherd and got about 10 meters past this dog. And without any growling or anything, suddenly I felt the most excruciating pain in my right thigh. And that's because this dog had attacked me. And so I pulled my leg out of its jaws. I tried to run, but you can't outrun a dog. And so instead, I picked up a large branch and I beat it across the head and drove it off. And I struggled home another 2.5 miles. And I remember, washing the blood off. I got to the embassy. They gave me tetanus shots. And then they said that because that dog was acting so strangely, it was probably rabid. And so they recommended that I go to the Pasteur Institute, since that's where they developed the vaccine against rabies many years ago. And so I went off and I was fearful, thinking that this was going to be the classic treatment of 21 shots in the stomach. And I
Right.
was thinking, oh Lord, I'm not looking forward to that. So I got to the Pasteur Institute. A very kind French doctor was there, and he said, yes, that dog is probably rabid. There are a lot of prostitutes out in the Bois de Boulogne, and they have dogs for protection. And on the weekends, they go to the suburbs, and we have a bad incidence of rabies in the suburbs. And so I said something about the 21 shots in the belly, and he said, "Oh no, Mr. Lawler, we've gone way past that. I mean, we're going to give you a shot in your right arm, a shot in your left arm, and then next week you'll come back and you'll get one more shot in the right arm. 1 week later, one shot in the left arm." So I was relieved at that. In fact, the rabies shots were even less painful than the tetanus shots I'd gotten earlier that day.
Mhm.
And the doctor went on to say, you have to get these rabies shots within 30 days of having been bitten, because if you don't and you contract rabies, no one but maybe one person in history has ever survived the rabies disease. And he says you will go progressively mad and it's a horrible death. So, of course, I took the shots. But at the same time, I was having considerable friction with some people back at CIA headquarters. So when I got back to my office, I made a list of all the people who I was going to bite in case I got rabies. And so that led to my nickname, which I come by quite honestly, and a lot of my colleagues still call me that, and that's fine. I wear it with pride.
Now, was this before you dived in to take down the AQ Khan network or during
This
it?
was this was well before. This was really in the late 80s.
Right.
And so so that's how I got my nickname, long before Marine General Mattis got his nickname of Mad Dog.